Hello, my friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today we are talking about models of probability and present past participles to express feeling. We're on chapter 5, page 46. Now, first, models of probability. I know what you're thinking. You are thinking exactly like this dog. I know what you are thinking. But first, let's start with defining modal verbs. Let's start with this. Let's define what a modal verb is. It's easy. All right, modal verbs. Well, to explain and understand modal verbs, we need to understand action verbs. Action verbs do actions. Examples of action verbs are run, eat, play, etc. These verbs do actions. Modals don't do actions. For example, he can play tennis. Can is the modal verb. Can doesn't do an action. Play does the action. Modal verbs express probability, ability, obligation, permission, and some other things. In this example, he can play tennis. Can represents ability. Common modals include will, can, would, should. These are all modal verbs. Now, there is no conjugation with modals. They are super simple. For example, he can play tennis. I can play tennis. You can play tennis. We can play tennis. They can play tennis. There is no conjugation, no third person singular, tercet, episoda singular. It's very easy, my friends. Super simple. Okay, now, modals of probability. Modals of probability express probability. We have must. Must is used for things you are almost certain of. Can't is used for what you believe is impossible. May, might, and could are used for things you believe are possible. They function like a maybe. May, might, and could are like maybes. You know what maybe is? Maybe is talvez. Maybe is like a may, might, and could. All right, for example, taking an ice bath must be super cold. Now remember, we use must for things we are almost certain of. I am almost certain that taking an ice bath is very cold. Taking an ice bath must be very cold. Okay. We use can't for things you believe are impossible. For example, being all alone on an island can't be easy. Being all alone on an island can't be easy. And I am showing this picture because I saw this movie last night. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. If you never saw this movie, it's called Castaway in English. I don't know the name in Portuguese, but it's with Tom Hanks. It's an amazing movie, and I recommend that you watch it. But being all alone on an island can't be easy. It's impossible that this would be easy. Okay. And we use may, might, and could for things you believe are possible. They function like a maybe. For example, swimming with sharks might be dangerous. Maybe it's dangerous. Yes, I think it is. I'm not certain it is, but I think it is. Swimming with sharks might be dangerous, may be dangerous, could be dangerous. Okay. Now, models of probability. Negative. Must goes to mustn't or must not. Can goes to can't or cannot. Might goes to might not. May goes to may not. Could goes to couldn't or could not. I say, you repeat. Must. Mustn't. Must not. Can. Can't. Cannot. Might. Might not. May. May not. Could. Couldn't. Could not. Very good, my friends. Okay, now, participles as adjectives. This is about the expression of feelings, emotions. Now, present participles are verb and ing. For example, surprise as a verb. I surprise you. Surprise as a verb. Let's put an ing on it. Now it's a present participle. Surprise, surprising. These describe the cause of emotion. The cause of emotion. Past participles are verb and ed. For example, surprise and surprised. These describe the real emotion. These describe the emotion. Present participles, ing, describe the cause of emotion. Past participles with the ed describe the emotion. For example, she is disgusted. That's the emotion. She is disgusted. She doesn't like this food. She is disgusted. Now remember, past participles, they describe the emotion. We use the ed. Here, the food is disgusting. The disgusting is describing the food, the cause of the emotion. Present participles with the ing, they describe the cause of the emotion. She is disgusting. The food is disgusting. She is relaxed. That's the emotion. The beach is relaxing. That is the cause. Now, she is relaxed. This in Portuguese is relaxado. So, this ed, this past participle, is like a relaxado. It's like a ado. The beach is relaxing. This is like a praia y relaxante. So this present participle is like an ante, relaxante, and this past participle is like an ado. She is relaxed. Ela é relaxado. The beach is relaxing. A praia relaxante. Relaxado, relaxanto. Relaxed, relaxing. The emotion, the cause. Okay, they are interested. That is the emotion. They are feeling interested. Interessado. The movie is interesting. That is the cause. In Portuguese, interessado, interested. Interesting, interessante. All right, some other important vocabulary for this chapter. Rides. Rides are the principal attraction at amusement parks. In Portuguese, you call these brinquedos. In English, we call these rides. This is a ride, this is a ride, this is a ride. In English, we call this a roller coaster. All right, sort of. Sort of means in some way, to some extent, to some level. Sort of in Portuguese is like a more or less, a más or menos. For example, he says, I'm sort of cold. I'm more or less cold. And you? And he says, dude, I'm freezing. Well, of course he's freezing. He doesn't have a shirt on. All right, now, just like is a synonym with identical. For example, for me, for teacher Eric, Taji is just like Nescau. They are identical. My one son loves Taji. Daddy, I want the Taji. And the other kid likes the Nescau. Oh, Daddy, I want the Nescau. There is no difference for me. They're the same thing. Taji is just like Nescau. All right, a line. A line. These are lines here, líneas. But lines are also, you can find them in stores. This is a line. This is a line. In Portuguese, a fila. So a line can be a linha or a fila. And a loop. This is a loop. These are roller coaster loops. This is a loop in the highway. I don't know what a loop is in Portuguese, but these are loops in English. Okay, end. Bye. Finish. See you later, alligator. Have a good day.